Okay, so I'm hoping that you guys are ready to take advantage of this before anything is fixed, anything is patched. We are going to be talking about Goliath here. So the higher the points that you have for your friendship, the more things that unlock in his shop. Now, this is a secret little shop that you have to unlock, and it's super duper important. It's completely separate from the main shop that you would normally see here. So let's take a look. Now, the important thing is the Skyroot chest. Now, keep in mind, when you are refreshing, you do have to keep into consideration that the restock is going to be for both sections. So because I maxed out as much as I want to spend on here, on the main shop, it's going to transfer over to the friendship shop as well. So I'm going to have to wait until a reset happens or until the main reset happens for me to go ahead and continuously refresh the shop. But the more that you unlock, the more important things that are unlocked here, such as the giant bean shard or the gnome. I think the gnome is going to be the most important thing, especially for you guys out there that want to go ahead and get the gnomed mutation. But for me, I like the Skyroot chest. That's going to be my favorite thing to farm so far. And I went probably through maybe 4 or 5 boxes already, and I ended up getting this griffin. But how do you get your friendship points up high enough in order to go ahead and get this maxed out as soon as possible? Let's go ahead and talk about that real fast. Okay, for starters, number 1, you do need to have the cooking pot. My prediction on having to, 1, feed the giant any type of food that you cook was correct. So it wasn't technically crops that you had to feed them, it was all the stuff that you could cook. Now, there was a recipe that Elk did give me, and it seems like the maximum amount of points that you're able to give the giant is at least 10 points, which I would really recommend. Otherwise, you're going to be sitting here just giving him a couple of points at a time. Hopefully, you guys took advantage of the admin abuse event because this is where most of the important seeds do come in for this. What he said was to feed 1 elderberry, a giant pine cone, a burning bud, a sugar apple, and an ember lily, and a beanstalk into the pot, and you will make a transcendent smoothie. That should instantly give you the maximum of 10 points. Now, that might vary. I'm not 100% sure if 10 points is the maximum, but based on the transcendent rarity, it seems like 10 points was that maximum. Size does matter when it comes to the timer, so obviously if you have a larger piece, then clearly that's going to take like 30-40 minutes depending on what size you give the pot itself. On top of it, here are some tips I can go ahead and give you guys for quicker progress. So number 1, if you have a red ant, this can duplicate and at least give you the chance of getting multiple crops while you're going. Number 2, you can use the flamingo to speed up the progress of collecting your stuff when it comes to growing. Definitely get chef gorillas because this gives you a higher chance of duplicating the food that you cook. I have 3 right now, so I was lucky enough to get 2 of these transcendent smoothies when it was done cooking, and that's the main plan. We want to be able to cook things as quickly as possible, but also have the chance of duplicating things as we go. Now, my other dish, I believe, is ready, so let's go ahead and take advantage of that because it's on my other farm. Now, remember, when you're doing this, you have 2 farm plots. Both farm plots gives you the chance to go ahead and cook 2 separate dishes. So, you have 2 chances to get 4 dishes at a time if you're super duper lucky if you're using the chef gorillas. So let's go ahead and switch over real quick. I'm not sure what I was cooking on this one, but it may or may not be ready. If I even cooked anything in this one, which I don't think I was anyway, so no, I wasn't. Okay, that's okay, because this is the farm where I usually have all of my rare things, such as beanstalks, ember lilies, sugar apples, stuff like that. So we're gonna go ahead and take out an ember lily, a giant pine cone, a sugar apple, and to be honest, I think I'm missing a couple of things, so I don't think it's gonna hurt too much if I just duplicated like the same ingredients in this, to be honest. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in here, here, and here. So we're gonna go ahead and make the smoothie, but I am also gonna go ahead and prepare for the next one, which should just all be sugar apples, and we're gonna switch over to the next plot here in a minute. I do believe I have a cooldown, so we're gonna have to wait a second for this. Okay, so now that we're on my second plot, we're gonna go ahead and submit the other ingredients here, which are just gonna be sugar apples, and we're gonna stick a ember lily in here. And now we have to wait about, I'd say 8 minutes for both. So I'll see you guys in 8 minutes. And the 8 minutes are finally up. Now, I submitted a bunch of sugar apples and an ember lily, and we we still ended up making a transcendent smoothie. And I'm pretty sure you guys already know if you have the Chef Gorilla, again, it can duplicate these 2 at a time. So you'll end up maybe having a chance of getting 2 rather than just the singular 1. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to my other farm because again, that's where my other thing is at. So we're gonna have to claim the next one. Okay, and look at that. It actually just finished cooking too. So let's go ahead and grab it. All right, looks like I just got one singular one, which is okay. So we took advantage of the 2 that we have here. Now we're gonna go ahead and grab the sugar apples if I have any. Okay, so it looks like I ran out of sugar apples, which is fine. We'll just have to go and grab some more. Okay, let's grab some ember lilies real quick. Try my best to grab as many sugar apples that I have on here. And you know what? I'll grab the elderberry too. Grab some more sugar apples up here. And I don't think my beanstalk is done growing just yet. Maybe just 1. Nope. Okay, so now we can go ahead and repeat the process all over again. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Start that up. Repeat that again on the next plot. And just kind of get ready to just farm a ton of these things. That way, when you're ready, you could go ahead and just submit a ton of these and you'll just level up Goliath's friendship bar by a lot. Okay, so while we're waiting for absolutely everything to just kind of cook, now what we're gonna do is submit all of these tropical plants to Jack so we can submit and summon the beanstalk. So we're finally here. We have all of the things to go ahead and feed Goliath. So for me, I am on level 3 right now. I need 40 points in order to go ahead and get the next level up. So it looks like from that one, I got 9 points. This one's gonna go ahead and give me 9 points. This one's gonna give me, I did not pay attention. It could have been 10, I'm not sure. All right, we got 9 points from this one, and our next one 9 points. And here's our ginormous, oh okay, the porridge. I guess he liked the porridge. So level 5. Now let's see what I unlocked from getting to level 5 now. So we got a Skyroot chest. We just bought that one right now. I'm not sure what the can of beans do. I've been buying so many of them, I'm not sure what they do. Okay, so we finally got the pet shard and we have the flare melon now. The gnome, we just need to get to the next level and it seems like I maxed it out. This should be fairly easy maxing out. The only thing is you just kind of have to give the timer some time in order to go ahead and do this. And then we have the crafting bench. Okay, so the crafting bench is its own little entity, right? So you have a bunch of beanstalk stuff. You have a ton of seed packs, and if you're lucky, you might have some sprout eggs. While you're doing everything on top of the cooking, you can go ahead and try to grind out the sprout eggs and try to buy any of the sprout seed packs. Probably pay attention to the sprout egg more than anything, just because these are a little bit more harder to get in the shop versus actually doing anything else. The only thing is you have to pay attention to when uncommon eggs spawn in the pet shop. But once you have everything ready, here are all the interesting things you can go ahead and unlock, and they're already unlocked, but you just have to be able to craft them. So with all of that being said, I'm gonna be really honest with you guys. Take advantage of this because I have a weird feeling that this might get fixed just a tiny bit, because this does show up very often to a point where it doesn't make sense. If I were to go ahead and sacrifice my little shekels right now, granted, yeah, I just spent a lot to just refresh for 2. If I were to do it again, this is most likely to go ahead and refresh again. This actually might get fixed. So make as much as humanly possible right now, submit as much as you can, and just go ahead and hoard a ton of these. This is most likely going to get patched, fixed, whatever you guys want to go ahead and call it. I'm pretty sure, because then guess what? If this gets patched, then you guys are going to have to be forced to come over here and choose between making an egg or making the Skyroot chest. And we want both the best worlds, okay? I want to do both at the same time, all right? I want to go ahead and buy from Goliath over here, and I want to craft both at the same time. But try to get your friendship as high as possible so you can go ahead and get other rewards for this and get all the cool fun prizes in this event, because this is technically the last week for this one. But because we have the new Skyroot chest, I have 3 so far right now. I'm pretty sure once this whole thing resets and I'm able to go ahead and buy more, I'm pretty sure you can get at least, depending on your shekels, at the very minimum 10 every day, if that. This is like an exaggerated number. I'm pretty sure you could get more than that, but I'm just estimating it because I've already gotten like at least 10 so far since the update's been out. So we do have the brand new Griffin. I was able to get this within 4 chests. So every 15 minutes, flaunts its wings and releases a cyclone. Pets struck have a cooldown advanced by a minute and 20 seconds pretty much. Let's say a minute and 20 seconds. And fruits struck have a 10% to get the cyclone mutation. So it's got two things going on. And then we have the mandrake here, which honestly is not that bad. It is a very low chance to get the mutation for this though. But at last, as long as you have a ton of the little mandrake seeds inside of the shop, just buy them and hopefully you might be able to get something really important mutated. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up the 3 that I have so far, and maybe I might get lucky again. I got another mandrake. Okay. I don't know if I could use this one, but hey, we have it just in case. All right, and we got an elf, and now finally, we have the final chest, and I got a crown of thorns. Now, I know the nice part about this is I don't necessarily need to worry about having these sprout seed packs because worst comes to worst, right? I just fell down. Worst comes to worst, right? I can always grind for this the entire week and try to get more seeds. I could still buy these, so it's not like it's going to be super duper hard. But what is super duper hard, for whatever reason, is getting this princess thorn. So this is what I want to get at the very least, at least just 1 seed in order to go ahead and plant. Then I'll be happy. Once I get that, then I completed the entire update. But until then, I can only open a bunch of little chests and hope that I might get another griffin. I don't know. Okay guys, like the video. And if you're brand new, hi, you should subscribe. Okay, bye guys.